Welcome back to my channel. In this video we will learn about the escape sequences and the commands in Python. So there are a number of escape sequences in Python language. For example, there is a backslash n, then there is a backslash tab. We will see them one by one. So open up your files. Let me print one thing. I am a coder. So wait, run it, and it is running completely fine. But let's check another thing. What if I use single quotes here? Run it, and we are having a syntax error. So what basically happening is that in Python we cannot use single quotes between two other single quotes, and similarly we cannot also use double quotes between two other double quotes. So what if I want to print this single quote and also I am using these two single quotes? So here is where the escape sequences come in. So in order to do this, I will just do this thing, this backslash guy. It will basically tell the Python interpreter that this single quote is a part of this statement. So when I run this program, I will have the same output, you see. So this is basically the use of the escape characters. Then there are other escape characters. For example, there is a new line operator. For example, if I want to print like this, hello, and in the next line I want to print another statement, my name Abdullah. So if I run it, I will have an output on two lines. Sorry, let it correct first, my name. What if I want the output in two lines but by using only one print statement? So in order to do that, we have to use the backslash n operator. So let's use it. Just cut paste it from here, Control X and Control V. Wait, delete this thing. So in order to do so, we will have to write this backslash n. So this backslash n basically tells the Python interpreter that whatever is written after it will be printed in the new line. So if we run it, we will have the same output. You see, we have the same output but with one print statement. Then there is an other escape sequence known as tab. Let's print this statement out. My age is 20. So what if I want to print certain amount of spaces between this is letter and the 20? I can do it manually by just hitting the space bar, but there's another way to do so, and that is the escape sequence. We can do it by typing this backslash tab. So run it. You see, backslash tab has given us a certain amount of space or distance between two letters in which we have written this backslash tab. So that's basically the whole use of the escape characters, and these are some of the very commonly used escape characters. There are other also. For example, if I want to print this backslash within my statement, I can do that like this. We offer coffee, pasta, etc. So in order to print this backslash here, I cannot just write it as it is. It will give us an error. So we will use this thing here. So we will use two backslash to print one backslash, F5, and we have one backslash, you see. And in order to print two backslashes, we will have to use four backslashes here, like this, F5, run, OK. And we have printed two backslashes here successfully. So let's see the last escape sequence, which is the backspace. Personally, I have never used this backspace sequence. It is very I don't know, it might have some uses. We'll just learn about it. For example, if I write HELLO, so if I write a backspace B here and run it, it will be going to eliminate one L from it. So no, it is not going to eliminate one L. It will just showing a space between those two L. So I don't know any any common use of this backslash b operator. So that's all for the escape sequences in Python. Now we will see about the comments. So comments are not basically the part of the code, they are just for the coders so that they could remember whatever they are doing in the previously in the program. Sometimes you are writing a lengthy code of about 200 lines, 300 lines, and you want to remember something, for example what a particular block of code is doing. So basically we write comments there. It is just like notes. We add up notes there, so later on when we see that part of the code we could remember what is happening there. Comments are also used sometimes to comment some lines of code that we don't want to execute, but we also don't want to delete them. For example, if I don't want to delete this print statement and I also don't want that this Python interpreter should execute it, I will just comment it, and comments are done by this hashtag operator. So if I run this, it will not be executed. You see, print hello is not executed, everything else is printed here. So we can also print by just writing these 3 single quotes, and here also if we run this, it will also not be executed again. So that's all for the comments and the escape sequences in Python. We will meet in the next video.